Here's Bosher to kick it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Come on now.
This is McCaffrey on the give. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now a run with McCaffrey. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. To throw on second down is Newton. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Brooks Reed in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Throwing on 3rd and long. Newton is going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They are going to go for it. It's Newton. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, and now it's 1st and 10. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Gun. Hey.
On first down, Newton. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. to the air. Newton on second down. Airing it out for and he fires one that's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. Fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not get back there. It's a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference. Now, that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
Now, following the interception, here's Newton. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
On 2nd and 10, Newton. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, ball's out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get it back in sync.
And he's got his target. That's more. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. A first red zone opportunity for the Panthers thus far. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Throwing again is Newton. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Brooks Reed in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Here's Newton now on 2nd down. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down.
Well, we keep stats on everything, don't we? This is one that you don't want to have. That's his 2nd drop right here in the 1st quarter.
Yeah, I was going to say only in the 1st quarter. Certainly a ship that he wants to run quickly. Going back to Moore. This time he's got it complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Here's Newton. And this is incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target. And it's 2nd down.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the 1st quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. Now, a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. he was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Hey.
Here we go on fourth. Newton escaping the pressure right. And that'll be caught. Touchdown Panthers. Olsen. Greg Olsen. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Panthers add on to their lead. And his kick is good. With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nice spin into some open field.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
Room here to run. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That good for 22 and a first down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. But they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. Now, CD, while we have a second, we need to give a congratulations to Adam Vinatieri. Earlier in the year set the all-time mark for field goals, but now he's the league's all-time leading scorer. He passed Hall of Famer Morton Anderson.
How about that? And that was a record that Adam Vinatieri himself said, I didn't expect anyone to ever approach that record, let alone myself. And going into the game in Oakland, a lot of family and friends wanted to buy airline tickets, get out there and be there to celebrate. He had a groin injury, and he said, hey, you might want to hold off on that. I'm not sure I'm even going to be able to play. But play he did, and he set the record. He makes a strong case to be a first-ballot Hall of Fame guy when his time comes up.
That's something as a kicker. 2,547 career points. Now it's Newton taking a shot for Samuel. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish? Holding that to a minimal gain.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things.
21. 39. 12. Hey, gun. Ready, set.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
I know that's their first connection in this game, but you and I both know that Julio Jones is without a doubt his quarterback's favorite target.
Oh, yeah, Matt Ryan loves this guy. Who wouldn't?
Yeah, and the reason that he's that is because of his dependability. And quarterbacks have to have that from their receivers, meaning they know where they're going to be when they're running certain routes. They don't break them on them. They don't change them up and do their own freelance stuff and put their quarterbacks in bad situations. Matt Ryan has ultimate trust in Julio Jones.
And this is going to be intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. He's at the 50. He's at the 30, 20, 10, and he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown. That's a tough spot as a quarterback, Charles. You want to get rid of it, but you see what can happen when you do try to get rid of it with pressure.
Yeah, and how about the pressure coming without them having to blitz? That's when you know things are clicking for your defense, and the end result, they end up gaining 6 points.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for them.
And this will be caught at the 30. It's a big play there for Atlanta. And even 50 yards. First down now, but that clock rolling.
Hey, gun.
On first down, Ryan. This will be caught inside the 10. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They run. Devontae Freeman. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll look to run with Freeman. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a third and goal. Now Ryan, and that is incomplete.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a first down, throw a fastball when that wasn't necessary, incomplete pass. When are these quarterbacks going to learn? You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
Get up! Gun. 39.
They'll run for it. It's Freeman. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. Tackle made by Thomas Davis. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
20.
From the end zone, Newton. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
20.
To throw from his end zone, Newton. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a third time. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up first and 10. After the interception, here's Ryan. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Gun! 21! 26!
Now it's Ryan. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
3rd and long. It's Ryan. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Back to the air, Ryan after the pick 6. Going up top. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
Well, I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick 6 on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Got him right back in the saddle and said, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
Looking downfield for Jones. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Gun! 11! Hey, gun! 11! Get up! Gun!
To throw is Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Thomas Davis. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on the punt. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whipped on it. Now a fair catch taken, maybe a yard or two shy of midfield. Only 29 yards on the punt there, definitely not his best. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime.
Gun! 20! Gun! Look at it!
A final shot before the break. Newton under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. So we come upon halftime, intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
3rd quarter starts with a run by Freeman. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. On 2nd down, Freeman. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. Give him 3 yards and a front. Plays, all 3 short runs, but together a 1st down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that a lot of the time.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.